At Direct Service Overhead, we know how much trust you put in the individuals who have the privilege of working on the components of your home. We understand that a broken garage door is the last thing you want to be worried about, and most of the time, doors break at the most inconvenient times. Our professionally trained technicians service 24 hours a day, and our high-cycle parts are guaranteed to make a noticeable impact on your garage door without putting a damper on your wallet. If you're looking for need of assistance maintaining your current garage door, our team has the experience and expertise to deliver the results you deserve. Give Direct Service Overhead a call today or visit us online to learn more.
All right, let's do this. Hogs get a huge win at home against the Kentucky Wildcats. What a game. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1. Yo, what's going on, Arkansas Razorback fans, SEC fans everywhere? Welcome to the one and only Pig Trail Network YouTube channel. I'm Ty Hudson. Hope you guys are doing fantastic as always. As always, do me a favor if you haven't already, make sure you please like the stream, share the content, share. I know some of you are just here to, you don't want to do anything extra. I get that. I've been there, but it'd be cool if you'd help a guy out, help a independent Razorback content creator out, and share the content. Joe, who's already hit up the super chat. By the way, super chat up and operational. You can see it right there. Right there it is. Joe predicted 75-70, and last vid was exacto, the late buzzer 3. Yeah, what a shot, too, by the way. Lot to talk about. What a game. We still got baseball today. That's what's crazy. So I don't know if we're going to keep this thing going beyond 4 p.m. or not. But really, yesterday, Razorback baseball got off to a great start down in Texas, so we'll talk about that a little bit. Discord was wild today. If you guys aren't in there, you need to be in there. You need to be in our Discord, seriously. Seriously! You need to give it a try. And I don't have that link. If someone wants to post that from our Discord, that would be great. Remember, if you're in our Discord, you can share the link. You can share the invite link. It's on the top left-hand corner. All right, first off, this isn't possible without Patreon supporters and, of course, Direct Service Overhead, the sponsor of Pig Trail Network YouTube channel. Direct Service Overhead, the garage door company. They offer same-day services, emergency service 24/7, 365 days a year, free estimates, quality parts, affordable outcomes, hundreds of 5-star reviews, better than best results. Give them a call today, 501-244-3667. Again, that's the Direct Service Overhead Garage Door Company. So, Patrick Champion with the $1.99. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Appreciate you. I appreciate you. So, what's up, Ty? Hell of a game. So, what do you think that could do for our seeding? I think we're going to know a lot more after LSU, but I don't know, man. I mean, nothing the net rankings, nothing surprises me anymore. I really don't know. You would think you would have had a pretty good jump in the net rankings this week, and you didn't. You just beat yet another ranked opponent, another quality game, another big team who's a lot of people believe Kentucky's good enough to win it all, and I have to agree with that. I do think Kentucky is probably one of the top 4 teams in college basketball right now. But this was a quad 1 win. I know it was at home. I heard them say 19,000 on the there ain't no I mean, look, Bud Walton, you could have 10,000 people inside that building and it sounds like 15,000. It sounds like 20,000. That sounded like 50,000 people inside there. If that was 19,000, not like that's a huge discrepancy between 19,000 and 20,000 plus, but it looked to me like I didn't see any empty seats. So I'm thinking, I know it was a sellout because all the games are sold out. We know that beginning of the year, but I think there were 20,000 people inside that building. Yeah, I don't know what this does for your seating. You'd think it would help, but just nothing surprises me. Lenardi he hasn't bought into them being a 5 seed yet. Is this the game that does it? I guess we'll find out. When does he release his next round of isn't it Tuesday? Isn't that his next round of his bracket? Red Wolves 2015. Ty, what are the chances now that Arkansas could win the SEC or the SEC tournament? Well, you need Auburn to lose today for sure. And that game, when does that game start, actually? That's a good game, man. Tennessee and Auburn. That's going to be one to watch for sure. But you need you need Auburn to lose, right? You need some things to kind of happen. Your chances are looking pretty good, though. There's no doubt about that. The odds, they're not overwhelmingly in your favor, but look, man, you take care of business, and who knows, maybe the rest will fall in place. That's going to put Arkansas right now, as of right now, that puts you tied for second in the SEC, a game and a half behind Auburn. Yeah, you need Auburn to lose out, and I'm not sure that happens. Auburn right now 25-3, the Razorbacks 23-6, Kentucky 23-6, 12-4 are both of these teams. Tennessee, who's a full 2 games out, and Alabama, who's 5 games out. So these really are the 4 best teams in this conference. And I don't think it's as wide of a gap as we thought that it was, by the way. You remember there was a point in the year when everyone was screaming about, Auburn is clearly the best team in the SEC. I don't think that's true. I think it's Kentucky, if you want my opinion. They weren't even 100%, and they gave the Razorbacks everything they could handle in that second half. Or, really they shrank that lead down. At one point you had a 13-point lead, and then eventually they get the lead. They led 2-0 to start the game, and then Arkansas goes on that tear. What was it, 12-2, and then just they did a good job at chipping away. And that's something I told you guys in Discord. Like, they've done this before. They did this without their 2 starters against Bama, where they were missing Ty Washington and Wheeler, and they still came back from behind from 15 points. And they found a way to win that game against a pretty salty Alabama team. So, yeah, this is wide open. Well, I shouldn't say wide open. In terms of, I'm not talking about standings. I'm just saying in terms of who can do what in the actual SEC tournament, I think is up in the air. And I think who goes the furthest in the NCAA tournament is up in the air. I think you could make a legitimate argument that Auburn and Kentucky are the best teams in this league, but they are not far ahead of Arkansas. And obviously Arkansas beat Auburn at home. I can already hear that comment coming later, but you did. You beat them at home, and you beat Tennessee at home. You just beat Kentucky at home. You've had some great wins at home, and you've managed to win away from Bud Walton too. Don't forget, you did win. You beat Kansas State and Cincinnati in the tournament up in Kansas City, right? You went on the road. Obviously, you've won at should have won at Bama. I think we all know that. That was you lost by a point, and you won on the road at Florida. Yeah, I just don't think that it's clearly Auburn is the best team, right? I think it's Kentucky, probably Auburn right there, and I think it's a little bit of a toss-up between Arkansas and Tennessee. I would lean Arkansas. They're playing a better brand of basketball right now. I say that. Who knows? Tennessee could get the dub today. You never know. I think I picked – did I pick? Who did I pick? That was the question of the day for Discord, which was your score predictions. Oh, we also have spring camp updates too in Discord. If you guys aren't there, you could find that on the thread page. Well, if I could find that stinking thread. We had SEC top 4 match off. You've got obviously Arkansas hosted Kentucky, and you've got Tennessee hosting Auburn. I picked Vols 68-66. And I picked the Arkansas Razorbacks to win today 77-70. No, 79-74 was my pick. And I picked 69-63 Vols. I'm looking at the wrong. I remember I picked the Vols. Jay Bird, 30, picked Arkansas to win today 70-64, and then he picked Tennessee to win by 4, 74-70. Chris Jones picked the Razorbacks to win 78-70. And he picked the Vols 70-65. A lot of people seem to think that Vols game is going to be close, except big man Ross. Ross is like, nah, fam. 80-68 Vols. And he took the Hogs today by 10. And Dante Marine picked the Razorbacks. He didn't. Did he give us? He did give us the Tennessee score. He gave us Auburn 77-70, and then he picked the Hogs today 84-82. Hogs barn burner. Yeah, there you go. Hogman, the intruder with a $5 super chat. Why the hell haven't you hit the like button? Seriously, hit the like button, please. Tony Brown says, "What does Arkansas have to do to move into this to the upper ranks? Auburn, Kentucky. Do we need to beat them twice? If you beat LSU, LSU's playing better ball, man. They're getting healthier. Do not sleep on the Tigers. This gauntlet is brutal, and Arkansas has answered the call. It's incredible. You beat LSU, and then you go on the road and you beat Tennessee. I think the conversation is, was Arkansas actually the best or second best team in conference play when they got hot? When they turned it around, did they really do it in an abrupt about face, and they went from maybe one of the bottom 4 teams. I know you were 0-3, you were dead last. I get that, but I'm talking about just what we were seeing on the court. Did they go from being one of the bottom tier teams to the best team in the SEC once they started to get hot? And again, I think that Alabama game, you win that on a neutral court, you blow them away at home. I don't think Bama is in that. I don't think they're in the conversation with any of these teams. The middle part of the SEC, the beef of the conference is pretty salty. LSU's probably at the front of that. I would say LSU. I don't know. What do you guys think? Who would you say is at the front of the middle of the pack? But I think Arkansas is absolutely capable of proving a hell of a lot of people wrong. Really, again, really impressed. This turnaround's been nothing short of incredible. We aren't hot. We are a top-tier college basketball. Okay, Joe D. They're hot and they're really good basketball. You can be both, believe it or not. Tennessee versus Auburn is close right now. Yeah, that game is going on right now, isn't it? We'll give you a score update here really quick for those of you who aren't watching it. Where are you at? Where's my SEC scores? Yeah, right now it's 26-21 Auburn. I still think it's Kentucky 1, probably Auburn 2, and then maybe a little bit of a toss-up between Arkansas and Tennessee at the 3 spot. That's what I think. That's where I'm at with it. I think Tennessee is damn good. They walked into Bud Walton. They played a pretty good game, to be completely fair. Announcers were shit. Ty, you think we could beat anyone at the Bud? Yes. Yes, I do. In the next few years, do you think we could be in the tier where we can't storm the court in basketball? I mean, man, that's a hard question to answer because, I mean, you have to reclaim what you once were, what Nolan got you to. Until you get to that point, I think you're going to always have the question of whether or not you should storm the court. Until you get to that, where the expectation is, okay, we're Elite 8 or Sweet 16 or bust. I don't think we're there yet. I don't think Arkansas is there yet. Although this year, if you don't make the Sweet 16, I think a lot of people would agree that's a bust. I think a lot of people would probably even die on that hill, as a matter of fact. I don't know, man. That's a tough question, though. I mean, you've got to work your way up there in 2 really good seasons. Just really, I don't know if that's enough. Of course, you never know. Arkansas's brand of basketball right now, the way they're playing, I still have them. I still think they're Elite 8. I think they're Elite 8. What I said on Friday was this was a team who looks to me like an Elite 8 basketball program right now. It would not shock me, depending on the matchup, if this team could go further. Now, we don't want to set them up for failure, right? They've turned it around and played some fantastic basketball. Absolutely anything could happen from this point on. I mean, it really could. Yudwa says, Amude said J. Will was throwing up at halftime. I didn't know that. The Kentucky center is the real deal. I did not know that. J. Will was throwing up at half. Yudwa, appreciate the super chat and the update, man. I appreciate that. I didn't know that. He looked fatigued. The walk-off could have been a strategic distraction. Yeah, I didn't understand that. What was that? Was that like a protest in the officiating? Why did Kentucky do that? And now we have this question about whether or not you should do handshakes. Of course you should do handshakes at the end of the game. It should still be like sportsmanship shouldn't matter. Don't get me wrong. I love shit talking. I love it. I like guys who are showing they want to fight. They want to be out there. They're going to stick up for their team, their coach, whatever. But you still shake hands at the end of a game. Ty, Kentucky rivals board blaming the L on referees and home coach. Well, of course they are. Yeah, the irony in that's pretty hot, isn't it? Daytona Beach. I wish I was in Daytona right now. What's the weather like in Daytona right now? Is it crappy like it is here? Probably not. Nick Yates, the way they were scared. Sorry. They were scared the fans were going to rush, trying to keep their players from getting injured. I thought the U of A made it perfectly clear that they weren't going to rush. They ran off the storm chasers. I don't know if you guys saw that on Twitter. They ran them off. The video was on Twitter. They told them, there's a video and everything. Like, they caught it all on camera. So I thought they made it pretty clear. I don't know if that was just because they were afraid that the fans were going to storm the court, or if it was just a protest on the officiating. I don't know what that was, but I think Arkansas made it perfectly clear they were not going to rush the court. They started telling players or students like Thursday, do not storm the court. Like, they made it perfectly clear. So I think a part of that was Calipari just being a little punk ass, if you want my opinion. Scott's win the woo baby. We got her done. Woo pig. That's right. There you go, Michael. That's Calipari being a total douchebag or dirtbag. Sorry, he said dirtbag. I said douchebag. Ask John Chaney about that slime ball. Yeah, man. I don't like giving him the benefit of the doubt on anything. I really don't. I do not like Calipari. I think he's a quality coach. I do. Storm Chasers should have come to the Auburn. Yeah, where were they in Auburn? Why didn't you come to the Auburn game? Like, what are we doing? Or what are they doing? I think we move up to 14 or 15. Yeah, I think you're going to move up. I think polls, you're going to move up. And if you don't move up into the top 16, top 15, somewhere in there, I think it's disrespectful. The way they're playing right now, Arkansas, they're not, again, I think their ceiling right now is I don't know at any point last year I said Arkansas was an Elite 8 team. At any point did I say that. I was wrong. I should have. And yet I think this team, when their shot selection is more of like what we've seen the previous 10, 12 games, whatever it is now, if we get back to JD Notae not getting quick fouls and what have you. You get back to where I think tonight they honestly didn't play their best basketball. JD Notae had to completely take this game over. Jalen Williams looked fatigued. Someone said he was throwing up at halftime. I believe that. He looked completely fatigued. I don't know if it was because of the game or maybe he wasn't feeling good. Whatever the case, he looked fatigued the entire second half. That's what's crazy is some of these big wins, you feel like, yeah, but that wasn't their best basketball. Yes, you do have to account for who they played against. But even still, like we've seen them play some pretty tough games at home or on the road and look better no matter the opponent, right? Shots still got to fall, right? You still got to be smart with the ball. You can't turn the ball over. You got to have cleaner shot selection. You got to knock down your freebies at the line, right? I agree. Cal's an arrogant ass. There's, I'm always one. I believe in two sides to every story. I don't jump to conclusions, so on and so forth. I try not to anyways. I do not like Calipari. That guy's an ass. I don't like him. I don't care if he's respectful to U of A or not. I don't like that dude. Ty was the best. This the best individual performance of the season by one of our guys. JD looked like National Player of the Year today. The shots that he was making tonight were incredible. Those little floaters, like it was like Globetrotter stuff, man, and it was a thing of beauty. And he was just knocking down shots, and it was like nothing was missing. Then he went a little cold, and Amude steps up, knocks down a key 3 there in the second half. That guy was on. Amude wasn't elite today. It wasn't like what we've seen him do on the road, but he stepped up big time. So did J-Dub in the second half after he sat. How long did Musselman sit him for? It had to be at least 5-6 minutes that he sat him in the second half. He comes back out, and then he knocks down, like, he gets a couple of 15-footers. You know, he finds his way to the free throw line. Didn't look himself. I think he only drew one charge tonight. He did get into a little bit of foul trouble, but overall I thought he played pretty decent basketball. By his standards, probably not the best when we're talking about Jalen Williams. You know what? We haven't even gone over these numbers. Let's go over the numbers. Kentucky shot pretty damn good in the second half. They figured it out late in the first half and then into the second half. They started off like 1 for 6 or something from the floor. They started off ice cold. If their fans are going to complain and moan and cry about officiating and why they lost, maybe you should look at the way they started the game because it was atrocious. They were settling for bad shots. Arkansas's defense was all over them. Arkansas jumps out to that 12-2 lead, and Kentucky finally starts figuring things out, and yet Arkansas still hot. J.D. Notae's making all these shots. They ended up 30 of 66 overall, 45%. They were 26% at three-point range out deep. They were 4 of 15. They were just 9 of 13. Right? Make your shots. And you want to talk about poor officiating. Your boy Sheboy, I mean, this dude, the off-the-ball fouls that this guy got away with tonight was kind of crazy. I mean, there's one point in the second half, I want to say it was when he was going up toe-to-toe with Kamani Johnson, or maybe it was and JD too. I mean, he was, dude, go back and watch it. It was kind of ridiculous, and they got feisty. I don't mind them not calling that stuff. They didn't call many. I don't think they called a single off-the-ball foul or away from the ball foul. It was mostly, anytime, it looked like some rebounds. Like they did call Sheboy, I think, for an over-the-back early in the second half. And he did find himself into a little bit of foul trouble, but by that point, by the time he drew his third foul, there was, 6 minutes left to go in the game. So you knew he was not going to get into any heavy foul trouble. Or maybe it was later in the game. But regardless, it felt like mostly they were letting them play. And it felt like they were kind of calling it both ways. But I think the off-the-ball fouls tonight for Kentucky, I mean, it was mostly, I didn't see a lot of moving screens, things that you see that don't get called. And like I said, they don't call – you don't see over the back called very often. They did get Kentucky with one of those. But, yeah, I think overall the officiating, though, if you're a Kentucky fan, Arkansas, I mean, they took 17 shots at the free throw line. You took 13. There's not a huge discrepancy in total fouls. You had 17. Arkansas had 13. All right? There's not a huge discrepancy. I felt like, if anything, they just let them play ball, and Kentucky's not happy about it. And the other thing, too, and I thought it was interesting they pointed it out, Jalen Williams does move quicker than Sheboy. Sheboy cannot keep up with Jalen Williams. And then we started to see Jalen take those shots late in the game. He finally started trying to knock down some 15-footers. He even settled. He went 0 for 4. I think that's the most attempts in a game by him, 4 3-point shots today. And he didn't knock down a single one. How did he respond? He came out and he had, 6 or 8 points in the final 8 or 9 minutes or so. He ends up with 16. But anyways, 69% at the line. They got 24 points off their bench. Washington and Wheeler, the two guys we weren't so sure were going to play, I don't want to hear any excuses. Washington logged 35 minutes. Wheeler logged 29, and they both ended up double-digit scoring. So this is not a case of Kentucky missing two good players. They got these two guys back tonight, and Arkansas at one point held a 13-point lead. And it felt like most of this game, Arkansas was still in control despite it getting bumpy in the second half. Arkansas overall, 48% shooting against a high-quality team like Kentucky. 48%. That's not bad. Three-point outside shooting, not the greatest, 5 of 18, but you're glad you made one at all. But Arkansas, we know, not a good three-point shooting team. They knocked down 5 of 18 there. Where Arkansas took control of this was when Jalen Williams knocked down those free throws. That's when this was over. He ends up going 6 of 7. Arkansas shoots north of 80% at the line. Guys, that's all you can ask for. You're shooting 78, 79, 80%. You got to be somewhat happy with that depending on the amount of shots that you're getting at the line. They took 17, pretty decent amount, not a lot. We've seen a lot more, we know. We've seen these guys shoot ridiculous, well into the high 20s at the line. But they go 14 of 17, 82%. You're going to take that all day long. You only got 7 points from your bench. Devo did not come off the floor and play lights out. What he did was he went to the free throw line and he knocked down 5 of 7 there. Jalen and both Jalen Williams and Devo Davis were fantastic at the free throw line. Again, Jalen went 6 of 7. JD was 2 for 2. Wade was 1 for 1. Devo was 5 of 7. There were 3 missed shots right there between Jalen and Devo, but they ended up again with the most points at the line. So Sheboy was a problem. 18 rebounds, which by itself is an incredible stat. If you have 18 rebounds, 8 offensive rebounds, 10 defensive, and just like 8 points, that's still a hell of a game. But then you tie that in with 18 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, and 3 blocks. I mean, that's ridiculous. And we're not talking about a 6'11 center. We're not talking about a 6'10, 6'11 guy, right? He's just big, powerful, muscular, boxes out well. He's 6'9", 255. Kind of reminds you of somebody, actually. He's not overwhelmingly big, but he's got a long wingspan. That's kind of the thing. But Sheboy can do it all. What he can't do is deal with those more athletic forwards, which is what, Jalen is. Jalen is a little bit more athletic. He's a little bit quicker. I'm a little bit surprised we didn't see them try to do more with him underneath, because that felt like it might actually be in favor of Jalen, because Jalen he's a quicker big. Not that, obviously Sheboy's a great player. He's had more double-doubles in college basketball than anybody. He's a fantastic player. But Jalen Williams moves just a little bit quicker. But eventually Jalen started knocking him down. I was really impressed with J.D. Note, without a doubt. If we're going to say the MVP, it can only go to the winning team. Yeah, then without a doubt, J.D. Note is your MVP. 2 of 8 outside, 2 for 2 at the free throw line. He ended up with 8 assists. 8 assists. He did turn it over 5 times, but still, he's +3 in the assist to turnover ratio with 30 points. That's insane. Absolutely insane. I would like to see Jalen Williams start getting some respect in Arkansas with ESPN and all these other sports. He gets a lot of respect, James. I don't know, man. Jalen had 10 of our last 12 points. Dude always steps up when we need him. Yeah, it was 10 of the last. Okay, yeah, because I know he had at least 6 points in the final 5 minutes, or maybe it was 8. Ty, how about that Note dunk? I was kind of shocked when he did that. Yeah, man, he's the real deal, man. It's so good to see him do something like that and completely demoralize the Wildcats. It felt like that took any win they had whatsoever completely out of their cells. Woo damn pig, says William Watkins with the $20 super chat. You go, Will. Must said Jalen was puking at halftime. Yeah, we talked about that just a little bit ago. Hog Dog says, hey, Ty, what a game. Player of the game, Note. Love it. Yeah, Will, we talked about that a little while ago. Someone mentioned that he was vomiting at halftime. Did he just have himself? Wasn't quite a Michael Jordan flu game. You remember that? Remember the Michael Jordan flu game? Wasn't quite that level of play. But if that man was throwing up at halftime, I'm kind of amazed he came back out. Did they say why? Was he running a temperature? Baseball game is postponed. Okay, thank you, Mike. Oh, that's a bummer. So weather's bad? That sucks. Did they give us a time? Let's find out. Dudley Dawson tweeted Kentucky walking off the court without a handshake. Without a handshake line. Very strange. Yeah, I agree with that. That's just Calipari being Calipari, though. JC Hoops tweeted the entire bench just started going to the locker room with 4.4 seconds left. Boy, the stripe out was fantastic. The stripe out was absolutely fantastic inside Bud Walton. That looked really good. I know people were complaining about the red out, and I don't know. I thought it looked okay on television, but the red-white stripe out was fantastic. That looked gorgeous. Let's see what they're saying about Razorback baseball. I figured we'd be calling it right now, but I'll hang on just a little bit since it's postponed. What is Arkansas baseball Twitter saying? Postponed. Okay. No. That sucks, man. I was really looking forward to this game. Today's game against Stanford has been postponed due to unplayable field conditions at Dell Diamond, and we do not have a time. That sucks. Okay, well, there you go. Some of you hearing it here first. Take the stripe out to the next level by giving all fans pom-poms. Oh, I like that idea, Will. I like that idea. Kelly Marie, she's all up on the on the mod, being a solid mod. She caught that bot. You go, Kelly. JD Note is elite. Yeah, I see the spam. Kelly's on it. Look at that. Kelly, I hope you're doing well. Take a bow. Take a bow to chat, Kelly. Way to go. I just came back and I saw that. Listened to the most of the game. I got to watch the last minute 30. What was up with the blue-white shark costume section in the stands? Yeah. I don't know if they should have done the Sharks. I really don't. Why do that? I don't know, man. It's Kentucky, blue and white. Why are you doing that? Did you see Coach's shoes? I did. I did see them, James. They look nice. They looked beautiful. Must shoe game is 5-star. Yeah, I think his best shoes, the best thing that he did this year was honoring the Black History Month shoes were pretty clean. Those are pretty nice. He's had some pretty good, man. I mean, his kick game is on another level. Note is a great player, but shoots the ball too much. Oh, boy. Oh, look who it is. Arky56, a.k.a. Pops, coming in here with the hot take. Dad, he's your shooter. He's your guy. He had 30 points. What are you talking about, Dad? Come on. You're killing me. We just surpassed 750,000 total views on the channel, 752,000 coming into today. That's pretty spectacular. That's pretty fantastic. Well, you know what? Since we don't have a baseball game today, or right now at the moment, I guess, we can talk about a little bit of what they did yesterday really fast, and we'll get back to basketball. I don't know if you guys caught the game. We were able to watch it on Twitch. Well, of course, it doesn't want to pull up stats, does it? Oh, no, it's not going to let me pull up stats. You've got to be kidding me. No! What's going on? Let me reload this page. But I thought Connor Nolan was outstanding. How many total strikeouts between him and Ramage? It was like 16 total Ks. That's incredible. Great pitching. Yeah, it's just not loading. I don't know what the deal is. Man, that's a bummer. Boy, nothing's working right with Arkansas baseball, is it? What happens if we go to D1? Really wanted this matchup today. That's unfortunate. Let's go to scores. Nope, Arkansas did not play. They're not playing today. Go to yesterday's. Okay, box score. Here we go. D1 baseball. They're going to come through. Yeah, so Arkansas, of course, ended up winning that game 5-2. We got it up and running here. Fantastic. Stovall continues to kind of struggle just a little bit. He ended up going 1 for 5, 1 hit. Caden Wallace, 4 for 4 with 2 runs. He had an RBI. Robert Moore, of course. Guy who gets 2 RBIs. Had himself a pretty good game. Lanzelli he didn't do great, but I thought Lanzelli will get it figured out. I thought he got a hit yesterday. Brady Slavens was 1 for 4. I could have sworn Lanzelli got a hit yesterday. Did he not? Jalen Battles 1 for 3. Zach Gregory 1 for 3. Connor Nolan, again, was just fantastic. I think he ended up 70. I know he went into the 6th inning with a 70 pitch count. I've never been on this. This is Indiana's site. I don't know how to pull up everything here. Are they going to give us, let's see. They don't have pitching numbers on here. You got to be kidding me. Here we go. So he ended up with 80. So it says his pitch count here was 86. Am I looking at that right? He ended up with 10 strikeouts. Cole Ramage came in and got 6. I feel like pitching, someone asked me what my concern was, and then when I answered timely hitting, someone later asked me, "You're not concerned about pitching?" I said, "No, not really. They haven't really given me a reason to be too cautious or too skeptical, right? Their timely hitting is something that kind of worried me a little bit, but yesterday Connor Nolan looked great. I thought Connor Nolan was just great on the mound. I mean, he there towards the end, I think it was the 5th inning, he gave up a double or a triple and a double, I think. Overall, though, played really, really well. You guys are tagging me everywhere. Hang on just a second. Oh, Dragon Slayer. I'm sorry. Did I skip your score? That's my bad, man. There's a lot of scores to go over. What was your score? I will look at your score, okay? You just said Hogs and Tennessee, both buzzer beaters. That's all you said. Oh, there it is. I see it. Okay. 70. I did say your score, 74-72 Hogs. Did I not? And then Tennessee, you took Tennessee 80-79. There. Shark and Sauce is Dakin Manos. What's up, man? Hope you're doing well. Again, guys, remember to subscribe if you haven't already. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. All the links provided for you in that weird little arrow. They got rid of just like the straight up description box there. You got to hit the little arrow, but that's all your links. If you guys want to join Patreon, you can. That link is also provided for you there. My bad, Ty, was delayed. Yeah, you're bad. That's right, you're bad. Here's the link if you guys haven't joined our Discord yet. There you go. There's the link. Made it. I've been dealing with crybabies. Oh, I feel you, man. So, yeah, you have left on the schedule for Arkansas from here on out. You got LSU at home. You already beat them on the road. And then you got to go on the road to finish the season out at Tennessee. You've won, 12 of your last 13? Hang on. Let me do the counting here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 of your last 15. That's pretty incredible. That's nice. And it reminds you of last season. It really does. The brand of basketball they're playing at this point in the season is just fantastic. LSU on the 3rd. 8 p.m. You got to be kidding me with that. These 8 p.m. tip-offs, man. And then you finish year out on the road against Tennessee, who's right now in a battle with Auburn. And they're down 6, 25-31. I think they're at half. Oh, no, they just started the second half. So we got a battle going on there. Auburn's going to prove me wrong. If they can go on the road and beat Tennessee, I might change my mind about who's better between them. I think Auburn and Kentucky, it's really close. I mean, they should have some more losses under their belt without a doubt. Auburn should have at least probably 3 more losses under their belt on the road. They've had some horrible performance. Well, not horrible, just not great performances on the road this year. But right now, they're on the road against Tennessee playing some pretty good basketball. Auburn, who lost at Florida. Of course, we know they lost at Arkansas. And right now, they're at Tennessee against number 17 ranked Tennessee. And Tennessee's losing 31-25. Big L says next. Man, just think if we would have beaten Bama. Yeah, I think, again, the big question is going to be, where do you end up ranked? How far do you jump? Where does Lunardi put you on his next bracket? And then, where do they move you in terms of net rankings? Where do they put Arkansas in their next round of net rankings? Man, I'm not going to lie. I'm pretty bummed they postponed that baseball game. We're going to do a little... We're going to look at these net rankings here really quick. So Arkansas coming into today hadn't really seen a ton of movement. They stayed at 24th, just behind Alabama in the net rankings. Again, they were they're 4-4. This has obviously not been updated yet. 4-4 in quad 1, 6-0 against quad 2, 6-2 against quad 3, and obviously they're undefeated. I should say obviously. They're because they did lose a head scratcher, or at least 2 head scratchers earlier in the season, but they are 6-0 against quad 4. Right now, Kentucky is the highest net ranking team. Now, they'll drop. They should drop. Although, I mean, you look at that final score and you look at the way that second half played out, they may not drop a whole lot. I don't know. But Kentucky is up there. They're 3rd. Tennessee passed Auburn in net rankings. Tennessee's now at 9th. Kentucky's at 10th. Alabama 23rd and Arkansas 24th. Alabama has no business being in front of Arkansas. I don't understand that. They do have some more quad 1 wins. I get that, but they have a quad 2 loss and they have 7 quad 1 losses. So I'm just not buying that they should be in front of Arkansas. They just shouldn't be. I'm sorry. LSU, who you've got coming up next. Where the hell are they in net rankings? Where is LSU in net rankings? Hold up. They're 18th. Okay. I was going to say, last I saw they were top 20. So that's what you've got coming up, man. You got LSU coming into town. I think it'll be a fight. They're getting healthier. They're 5-6 in quad 1, 4-2 in quad 2, and 5-1 in quad 3, and undefeated in quad 4 at 5-0. So 35-27 Auburn right now. Thank you. I don't get why Bama stays ranked higher than us in every ranking system. I don't understand it either. It's kind of stupid. Hofstra is 19-10. Yeah, but you had no business losing to Hofstra. We talked about that on Friday. Like, it's not an atrocious loss because it's not like that was a really bad team, but Auburn up by 8 over Tenor. Wow. J-Dog says, Ty, we already have a double bye. Okay. Do we? Is that a done deal? Do we have our double bye? I think we'll see. This SEC tournament's going to be a fascinating tournament, to say the least. Going to be a three-peat against Kentucky. We will beat them again next year. This is Reginald Couch. I hope you're right, Reginald. That'd be nice to get to continue this. Anytime you beat Kentucky, it's always great. Hog fans suck hog. Says humble narcissist. Okay. All right. You said that we are behind all the teams we beat. Laugh out loud. Yeah, Marco, maybe you don't understand how that works. You beat them at home. Could Arkansas beat Tennessee on the road? We're going to find out. Right now, I think anything's possible. I don't know that you beat Kentucky at Rupp. I'm sorry. I just don't know if you beat them at Rupp or not. And I don't know that you walk into Auburn and beat them. So, yeah, I did say what I said. Maybe there is such a thing. There's a reason why winning on the road is so difficult in college basketball, especially in the SEC, sir. Hofstra's now 20-10. Did they win today? Good for them. Keep winning. Yeah, Kelly says, pretty sure we secured the double bye today. I'd like to see one more win. Yeah, I think, I agree. Get that win against LSU, and I think that's going to be the case. Alabama beat Gonzaga and Baylor, and they beat us. They beat us at home. But Arkansas, I mean, you tell me, neutral court or at home, Arkansas probably runs Alabama out of Bud Walton. I mean, I don't think there's any doubt about that. Arkansas's a better team. I get that they have some nicer wins, but, they've lost, 3 of their last 6 games? I mean, they beat us by a point at home. They beat Mississippi State by 5 at home. They played a pretty good game at Rupp when Kentucky was missing 2 starters. They only lost by 9 points. They barely got by Vanderbilt on the road by 2 points. Vanderbilt is salty, and I have said that before. They're a salty basketball team. They lost to Davidson. They went on the road and lost to Memphis. Memphis is not very good. They lost to Iona, but Iona's pretty good. Iona right now is 23-5. They're playing some pretty good basketball. They've won 4 straight. But no, I think I'm going to take Arkansas over Alabama, and they should be ranked ahead of Alabama. Absolutely, they're the better team, more talent, better. I think Musselman's a better coach than Oates. Nothing against Oates. I think they just have it. They're clicking. They're not only are they good on the floor, not only are they hot, but from 1 to 5, they're bigger, more physical, quicker, just a better team, a better product on the floor than what Alabama has. Alabama has no business being ranked ahead of Arkansas right now. And you're not gonna convince me otherwise. You're just not. We could talk about losses and wins all you want, but let's talk about what have you done for me lately. And they snuck out of their own stadium with a 1-point victory over Arkansas at home. Okay, that wasn't neutral. That wasn't at Bud Walton. So they kind of did the same thing with Mississippi State. So yeah, no, give me Arkansas by double digits, neutral court or at home. I think they're a better team. Vandy is Jekyll and Hyde. That is the truth. I think we are better than Auburn and Tennessee's chance. I don't know about being better than Auburn. I don't know about that, man. I just don't know. Now, I guess we'll find out in the SEC tournament. There's a good chance you're going to end up playing them again, right? Neutral court. And the way Arkansas is playing right now, I mean, I just don't know, man. Anything is possible. The way they're playing, it's just incredible. They've had to lean on Bud Walton a little bit this year, without a doubt, but then they've still gone on the road and they've got some nice wins. Kyle Parr used both guards, and Hog still beat them. Mm-hmm. I'll take a loss on the road, but the playback will show how classless the home fans were. Oh, you poor Kentucky fan. Oh my gosh. Don't worry, man. A lot of teams have come to Bud Walton and lost. It's okay. You'll be all right. Manila United Methodist Church says, of course, I mean, we lost to Hofstra, and the whole season is on that game in Vandy. Yeah, I'm talking about rank, right? I'm talking about like AP top 25. Arkansas should absolutely be in front of Bama, without a doubt, and I think they will be. I think when we see those rankings come out on Monday, don't forget Monday's show is going to be at noon. All Monday shows from here on until I say otherwise, they're going to be at noon. How classless. Are you kidding me? You do realize that you have Ashley Judd. You have her as a fan. Someone who was so ass hurt over Razorback fans. She threatened, not only did she threaten charges, she then threatened to sue people on Twitter because she got toasted on Twitter. Get the hell out of here. We're talking about classless fans. Your whole fan base that's all they are. Like, classless is just about all they are. Not all of them. I've met some nice Kentucky people. I really have. Classless Arkansas fans. Yeah, right. All you need is Judd. That's it. That's like that. She makes up for the classlessness. Her bullshit on Twitter, crying about getting shit thrown back in her face for calling Arkansas a dirty team. Yeah, we didn't forget. I hope she likes this loss today, just like you. You both could take that L, baby, because that's what you're going home with. I'll give you classless all day long. I'll do it right here. But you have Ashley Judd. Just shoo. We have John Daly. That's right. Give us a beer and a mullet any day over that loudmouth. CBS Sports commentator said we should be 4th or 6th in the polls after the win. They're going to move up quite a bit. I know that. Don't feed the trolls. No, man, I like John with them. That's the best part, man. Going back and forth with these ridiculous, oh, my God, we lost. It was your fans. You're so classless. John Daly and his son won a tournament not too long. Yeah, they beat the Tiger family. They still lose sleep over the Qualls dunk. Oh, chef's kiss. That was a perfect moment. Do you think that was Note's best game? It's up there. It's definitely up there. Definitely up there. Poor Whittle Kentucky fans. Like, look, you're going to move on and probably do just fine in the NCAA tournament, and they're going to be crying about this, about class. Look, man, it's on the road in SEC. Where's class on the road? What are you talking about? No one's classy at home. The student section, they're never going to be classy. That's not what. This isn't 1942. Well, we were kind of busy in 1942. This isn't 1949. Fortnite Bros, what's going on? What's crazy is that ESPN will not give Arkansas the respect they need, but at the same time underseed Arkansas, and they could easily make the Final Four. Felt good about this game, but not so much about Tennessee. You've got 2 challenges left, man, and I wouldn't sleep on LSU either. LSU's going to be tough. The good news is they don't have a Oscar Tshiebwe. They don't have that, right? They do have some talent. There's no doubt. LSU, again, they're getting healthier. Guys are coming back. LSU, of course, we'll talk about them. When is that game? Is that Tuesday or Wednesday? They've got Missouri at home. They went on the road and they lost to Kentucky 71-66. Xavier Pinson, who's back, that dude was lights out at the free throw line. He ended up shooting 6 of 20, 2 of 7 outside, 12 of 13 at the free throw line when he played Kentucky. He ended up with 26 points. They got a little bit of bench production out of that matchup as well. But they ended up losing that one 71-66. They can play pretty good defensive basketball. Yeah, I still don't have it. I was trying to look for an update on this baseball. I'm not seeing one. So I don't know if they're just gonna, what are they gonna play, like a doubleheader tomorrow? What are we doing? Is Twitter giving us anything? Nope, still not seeing anything. So we don't have an update on baseball. Whipping that ass is all the class I need. There you go. So LSU's going to whip us now? What are you talking about? Who said that? Duke Deuce posted on Twitter that he might move to Fayetteville. Oh, that's awesome. We went 7-1 in the month of February. Didn't February used to be cursed? A cursed month under Anderson. Now we're surging at the right time in 2 consecutive years. Yeah, I agree. Ty, your 11 a.m. show was my noon time entertainment while at work. I guess let's see. Guess I'll start taking my lunch at 1 p.m. and tell my colonel to buzz off. I'm listening to you, Ty's PTN show. There you go. That's what you do. You tell him to just hush. Just hang on a minute. Yeah, we are going to talk about the spring camp. I did have those updates. I kind of forgot about them. Where did I post that at? Was that in our thread? Yeah. Arkansas spring camp. So, yeah, it starts, and this is in our Discord. It's posted in a thread. Spring camp is going to start on March 13th, 15th, and 16th before break. Then they're going to return on the 22nd, and they're going to go all the way through the, 24th, 26th, 29th. So 22nd, 24th, 26th, 29th, and the 31st. And then obviously they're going to go all the way into April 16th. Something they're going to do for the first time in 50 years, or something they're going to do. They're going to end a 50-year streak of the red-white scrimmage during spring camp. There's not going to be a red-white scrimmage. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little I don't know why they're doing that. I mean, you can't say it's for health reasons because they're still going to hold. They're going to hold scrimmage sessions after I think it's the practice on the 16th, on April 16th. So they're still going to have a scrimmage, but it's not going to be a red and white scrimmage. So I don't know if maybe we're just kind of getting the words mixed up here just a little bit with what they're trying to do. I haven't heard anything about, the events before the game, if they're going to do anything like they used to. That 11 a.m. is going to be the open practice on the 16th is going to be the time. 11 a.m. on the 16th of April, if I'm reading that correctly. So, again, camp will start. I mean, that's right around the corner, man. March 13th. So that's when it all starts. I don't know if they're going to have any festivities. We don't have anything on that yet. They may not if they haven't announced anything by now. I would imagine they're not. So I guess it's just this is what they're doing. I was kind of hoping for a bit. I mean, you've got all this hype and all this off-season excitement over football, and you're not going to hold like a public event. You're not going to do a red-white scrimmage. Maybe this is something to do with the SEC. You know how they would televise those scrimmages? I really don't know what we're going to get. I do remember the one year we had to move a scrimmage inside. Brett Bielema was here. What year was that? 2015? Wasn't that when Raleigh Williams hurt his neck? And they had to hold that scrimmage inside, and it was just kind of it was just really not even a scrimmage. It was just watching them go through camp. So I think maybe that's what they're going to do. Obviously, it's not going to be inside. It's going to be outside, but, depending on the weather. So there you have it. No red-white scrimmage this year. Again, that's a bummer. I'd kind of thought about doing a pig trail meetup. I was waiting on this announcement and hoping – we'd heard the rumor a little while back that there wasn't going to be a red-white scrimmage, but they made it official. There's not going to be a red-white scrimmage. They could change plans, but – I don't know. What rank do you think Arkansas will be now? I have no idea. Johnny Cash, sir. Spring camp starts on my birthday. Happy birthday to me. There you go. Tennessee's making a run on Auburn. All right. Well, I think we're going to hang it up. We're at the hour mark. We'll get back to watching some basketball. Oh, wait a minute. Here's the Kentucky fan. Ashley Judd is a nasty woman, I agree. But you beat us by 2 and felt the need to get in our player's face in the middle with middle fingers. That is class minus the CL. You just sound all up in your feelings, humble narcissist. Just take the L, buddy. Take the L. Enjoy it. Wrap it up. Tuck it in at night. Give it some night-night tea, maybe some melatonin. Tuck it into bed and just deal with it. Just live with it. Live with the L that you just got inside Bud Walton Arena. Woo, Pig Suey, go Hogs. I'll see you guys at noon on Monday. Go Hogs.